generic structure of narrative text. One is orientation. This part introduces the character, the setting, time and place, and the situation at the beginning of the story. And then is complication. This section presents the problem or conflict that happens in the story. The problem creates tension and makes the story more interesting. The next is resolution. This part explains how the problem is solved. The ending of the story can be happy or sad. And the last is reorientation. This is the closing part of the story. Sometimes it contains a moral message or a conclude comment about the story. Are you okay, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Any question?
No.
Okay. If there is no any question, let's move on to the next activity.
Okay, guys. Now we are going to look more closely at the language features in the text format and complete. But before that, I would like to inform you that this is a group activity, so please stick with your groups, okay? Yeah. Okay, now you may look at your worksheet right now in the activity 3, in the part A. Okay? Have you found it, guys? Yes. Okay, great. Now, I want you guys to work with your groups and try to identify and highlight the language features that you might found in the text, okay? And specifically, it is about 3 simple past verbs, and then 3 adverbs of time, and then also 4 adjectives. So, I think you need time. You may need time to discuss it with your group. So, I think 10 minutes is enough. Yes. Okay. Remember. Yes. Okay, the time is up, everyone. So, were you guys able to find some of the language features? Yes. Okay, that's very great. I'm very proud of you guys. But now I would like you to share some of the language features that you have found. I want group 1 to mention what are the examples of simple past 3 examples of simple past tense that you have found in the text.
Okay, Miss, I need to stand up.
No. It's okay to sit down.
So the simple past verbs that we found are told, say, and wrap.
Okay, that's very nice. Give applause to group 1. Group are correct, everyone. And then group 2. Let's hear group 2. So, would you please mention 3 examples of adverbs of time that you have found in the text?
Yes, the adverb of time, once upon a time, one day, and one morning.
Okay, that's very nice. Thank you. And then the last group 3. Would you please mention 4 adjectives that you have found in the text?
Adjective that we have found is happy, kind, sweet, and small.
Okay, that's very nice. Okay, now we are moving on to the next activity. I will write it down first, okay? word or this word to be placed here. Okay, so I think I'm going to start from group 3. Okay, so why do you think you put this word in this gap? Okay, so is there any reason?
So because Timon Mas is chewing something, and because of that more than explain the time, so we put it on the ground. And true is a verb, so what is the Timon Mas is doing? And so we put magic on behind our glass because it explains that the seed is not an ordinary seed.
Okay, that's very good explanation. Thank you. And then I want to hear from group 1. Okay, group 1, why do you think you put these word pieces onto the gap? This one.
Because it's a day shows time, so we put for the starter. And then Timon Mas, red is the verb, and it is past. And then huge is adjective.
Okay, that's very great. That's correct. Thank you, group 1. And then last group, I think group 2, right? Okay, let's go. I want to hear.
Okay, so one day the angry giant came to Timon's house. So we put the animal time first one day, and the angry giant. Because there is a giant there, so we think that there will be a adjective there. So the angry giant came is the verb to. Yes, it's past action.
Okay, that's very right. Thank you, group 2. We applause for everyone. Okay, guys. Now let's review today's lesson to gain more understanding about the language features in the narrative text. So there are usually 3 language features that commonly appear. The first one is simple past tense, because the story tells the event that happened in the past or present. Past. Okay, that's very correct. And then from these word pieces that you have stacked right here, which one is the simple past verbs? Okay, and then big. Okay, and then blue. Okay, so it's basically the big ones. Okay. Also, the next one is adverb of time. This helps to show the sequence of events. So, for example, right here, which one is the adverb of time?
Yes.
Okay. One day. Yes. So Eliana, what lesson or moral value do you learn in this lesson?
So I learned about the religious text and that the religion is like very important, and there are so many moral stories such as smelling kundang, that is disobey to the mother, that we shouldn't disobey our mother. And I also learned about the language features, that it's very very fun, and yeah, I can understand the adverb of time, I understand the adjective, and also simple past tense, and it's very very meaningful for me.
Alright, so I'm very glad to hear of you, Eliana. So this is special gift for you. Amazing also things. Alright, students. So for the next meeting, we will try to analyze another folklore narrative text, and also we will try to creating our own narrative text. So thank you for today's lesson. I truly appreciate with your actively